Oh, Jesus Christ, you just ended my program. Ah, Laura. Uh, okay, thank you very much for coming back again. I think we just lost the program. We lost the program, and right now we are back again. A lot of persons actually called on our direct line. We are having some difficulty in our connection, so that's why we cannot take a direct call. So we are using a substitute, a supplication to do the broadcast. So please, I want to beg you again, please don't call directly. If you are listening to our broadcast right now, please don't call directly. I'm very sorry for that break in transmission. And I didn't take a note that there has been message coming up. Maybe you sent a message before now, and I didn't take a note. But right now, I just got a notification that a message was sent, and we will take the message straight away. But meanwhile, we were actually explaining some certain things before that break in transmission. So, allora, I guess we should be able to. I should know where I stop, and so I was actually explaining. Um, oh, oh dear. I think I was explaining the 18 months. Yes, for those of us who become a beneficiary of this program, immediately the program was launched. The program is not a continuous process. There is a duration set for these benefits, for this program, and the duration is 18 months. So if you started this program the very first month it was launched, that was the month of March last year, your 18 months it should be September. And those of us who started 1 month after, which is April, applied April, and you were accredited your first payment in May, your 18 months is end of October. So in order for you not to miss, because the only month you should be able to miss is 1 month. That should be the month of your registration. Don't be a victim of not aware what is going on and then getting awareness after 5 months have elapsed. 5 months to your benefit is a whooping sum of money. So that's why we are bringing this broadcast. That is one of the things you should know about the Reddito, the cittadinanza. You have an ability. You are permitted to reapply in the program and then become a beneficiary of the program again. You can only have, if you know on time, you applied on time, you only have 1 month lapses that you will only not receive for 1 month. The other month, if your Z still remain constant, say below the slated Z, I think you are good to go. I just hope that the person that actually require what is the benefit is still online with us. If he's still online with us, I think we cannot talk about little benefits of a little requirement of the yellow card. We can talk about the little requirement of the yellow card. But meanwhile, even though you know the requirements of the yellow card, you can still be permitted to apply it. Because a lot of persons haven't known the requirements of the yellow card. They applied and to God be the glory, it was given to them. But we are not, in this platform, we do not tell unqualified to apply it. But if you applied and you are getting it, to God be the glory. But we will only give you the legitimate requirements for the benefit of this program. That is what we believe we can give to you whenever we are answering your question. So let's quickly, we have touched a lot of things that you need to know about the yellow card. And another thing you need to know about the yellow card. Another thing you need to know about the yellow card. This yellow card permits you to do a purchase in any. I think we just received a message. Okay, we just received a message. Let's quickly look at the message. Okay, we received a message. Let's quickly play down the message. Now, this is the message we just received, and it's from a brother. I told you before now that your number is not going to be displayed. Your name is not going to be displayed. But now let's quickly listen to the message that our brother have for us, the contribution. I guess just hold on a little bit. We are trying to have this message. Trying to listen the message. Okay.
Yeah, I was watching your program live, my brother, I don't want to have some information about this cittadinanza. I'm here in Italy with my family. I'm receiving the income. But I don't know how long it will take for them to stop the income, or if it's something like this continuity. I don't know. I just want to have information. Because Commune called me for me to go and do some work for them, so I don't know whose advice you have to give to me, how long it will take for them to stop it. Some people are telling me it's gonna be 1 year, 6 months. Some people are telling me that they don't know. So please, I want you to give me information. And what's the new development about the Reddito cittadinanza? Okay. Thank you very much, brother. I tried to call you now, but I was pick the call, but they say you're online, and I see watching your program now, you're live online. So I don't know which advice that will give me. Okay, as your brother, if anything, just give me a voice note. This is my WhatsApp number. Okay. Now, let me drop you a message. That's why I drop it, sir. Okay. Thank you for your good work. May God guide and protect you. Okay. Bye for now.
Yeah, thank you, brother. Thank you very much. And we got your message clearly. Your message was so clear, and I think we have touched. If you are watching us right now, because the broadcast went off, probably maybe you must have looked for the second part of the program. We are still live again. Now, if you are watching us right now, we have talked about it. The end period of your first phase. We will not just call it end period of the total program. We call it end period of your first phase. Your first phase it will end in 18 months. That is a year and 6 months. And vividly, you just said it that some persons told you before now. A year and 6 months. Yes. And another thing we want to be looking at about the Reddito, the cittadinanza, some of the other things we want to be looking at is you made measure of it. Like you said just now that Commune called you. Yes, fine. We are going to be looking at that aspect as well. That's why we titled it, What You Need to Know. Because a lot of persons, I received a message from a friend of mine. He just called me with, whenever any persons are calling us, one of the things we take into cognizance is your tension of calling, your tonation you use with us. How are you speaking with us? And when the brother called, it seems that he was calling based on fear that this set of people just called me and they said they are from this office and they've suffered from this office. I hope there's no problem. Please, they sent us a document. Please, I want you to look at the document and see whether there's a problem or not. When we check a note of the document, even before the document will be sent to us, when he called, I just told the brother that there's no problem. That is a normal thing. It's a normal thing. It was just unfortunately that you were not aware about the yellow card, what is going on with the yellow card. You are not aware. That's why you feel that maybe you have entered into trouble or not. So it is not any trouble. And that is one of the things we want to be looking at. But meanwhile, we are actually going to look at some 30 things. I was talking about a MasterCard circuit. If you are a beneficiary of this program and you have the card with you, the card guarantee you or permit you to be, you can use the card in any agency with a MasterCard circuit, any shop with a MasterCard circuit that have registered under the MasterCard circuit. That is, you can use it to purchase anything that you want to purchase. Anything you want to purchase, but not everything you like to purchase. You need to know about this. You can use the card to purchase anything you want to purchase, but not everything you actually want to purchase. Anything. You can use it anywhere and anything. But there are places you can't use the card. Yes. You need to take this into cognizance. And whenever we are bringing something like this, some persons have fallen a victim of it. And they fall a victim of it not because they want to fall a victim of this particular thing. It was because they were not informed about these things. And that's why we need to bring it to you. They were not informed about this thing. And it will be better not to be informed by experience. I think it is better not to be informed by experience. It is better to be informed without having experience. To be informed using others' experience. That's why sometimes whenever you're applying for something, check the laws and the requirements, and then know how to guide the whole process. Now, one thing you need to know about purchasing with the card. You cannot use the card in purchasing in any betting centers. For example, a lot of us who love betting, who believe that God can just bless us one day, and yes, it's a normal procedure. God can bless us one day with sporting centers and sporting betting, maybe football, horsing, and car race and all. Yeah, a lot of persons have testified about the goodness of God over that. Yes, a lot of persons have actually testified. But a lot of persons have also fallen victim of this by using their Reddito card to purchase. Yes, these centers registered under the MasterCard circuit. If you go to Aerobet, for example, or GoodBet, or Sterling Bet, or Bet 365, Soccer 365, and thereabouts, there are a lot of them. Sterling Bet, a lot of them. Mortar Bet, and many of them. Now, if you go to these centers, to this shop, and you say that you want to bet, you want to use your card, if you slot in the card on their POS, it will be accepted because their organizations are registered under the MasterCard circuit. Because the places where you can use this card is a place that are registered under the MasterCard circuit. Yes, it will be permitted to be allowed. But the repercussion is that you are just violated one of the law guiding this yellow card. Because this card program, this Reddito cittadinanza, citizenship income, it is not a fun money, a fun fair money. It is poverty alleviation program. So you must understand that those allowed according to the law of this country or European law at large, those are allowed to do betting. There are guidelines, there are laws guiding the betting procedures. There are laws guiding the betting procedures. I don't know whether we are still live. I'm okay. And one of the law is that the person must be 18 years of age. A lot of laws guiding anything. The person must be 18 years of age, and the person must be receiving income thereabouts. A lot of laws that people does not understand, they don't know, but you just go there. So before you start your betting, you will have signed this law. So anything that happened, is the betting center are not responsible for it. And now, it will be assumed, it is assumed in the Reddito the cittadinanza law that if you use the card in betting, it therefore means that you are not poor. Because the law will be conflicting each other now. For you to do betting, you must have been receiving income. Now, this is a poverty alleviation program, and you shouldn't use the money for betting. Because to a normal layman language, betting is a waste of money. Even though you are receiving, you are winning and receiving and testifying. If you ask some persons now that I am going to bet, I am going to betting house, they will tell you, bros, you want to go and throw your money away. Even though you come back, you went there with €5 and you came back with €5,000. They will still tell you are going to throw your money away. You will not be the one explaining, oh boy, this will not be throwing money. Now you have for build my house. Now you have for one buy my cow. But the truth is that every lay person will tell you that you are throwing your money away. And the government will also tell you that you are throwing your money away. So the money, the yellow card is not money thrown away. Is for poverty alleviation program. I believe that is the reason why they now brought this 20% cut. In case because they assume that if you are poor, you should be able to spend €500 at the end of the month. After paying your bills and your rentage and all, the money is gone. €500 is nothing. So that's why they are introducing this 20% cut in the month of October. So that is one thing you cannot buy with it. Another thing you cannot buy with it is strong drink and cigarettes. A lot of persons actually said that they have been buying, oh boy, leave that thing. I was explaining to a brother on one-on-one explanation, and he said, boy, leave that thing. Oh. That day that I just bought, I buy a drink, I buy everything. Yes, you bought and they will not know because a lot of MasterCard circuits, they don't even list what you are buying, what you are paying for. All what they do, they send is that they send the total to the MasterCard circuit and then you pay for the total. If you are paying for that like that, no, IMS will not hold you responsible. But unfortunately, if you are used to buying strong wine, if you are used to buying beer with your card, and you will now run out of luck going to a shop that they send all the items you buy to the MasterCard circuit before you made your payment. Unfortunately, IMS will now know that you are buying beer from it, and at the end of it, your card circuits, your benefits will be blocked. So to avoid this unnecessary thing, I think after buying everything you want to buy, you can just brought out money elsewhere, cash, or a card from your normal bank card, and then buy whatsoever you want to buy that is not permitted by the law. That is that. Another thing that the card cannot buy animal things, because the card is not for animals. If you are type that love pets, and you go to pets shop, pet supermarket, like you want to go and buy dog food and a lot of things. A lot of people spend money on dogs and cats and rats. So if you are a type that love pets, don't buy pet food from with your yellow card. It is not supported. So having known that, what is the other thing that you need to know so that you can maintain a smooth benefits of this card? You can maintain a smooth relationship between IMS and you. Yes. What are the other things you need to know? Our brother just now we just listened to, our brother message we listened to, he actually said that Comune called him to be working there about, they called him about work. A lot of people do not understand that the Reddito the cittadinanza program is not free. Yes, it is a program is a poverty alleviation program, but the money is not 100% free. Even though you are receiving these benefits because you are poor, but they are not encouraging that you should be poor. They are encouraging that because they believe one of the things that lead to poverty is lack of training. If you are not trained, you will not fit to work, and if you are not working, poverty can just come like a thief. Now, unaware to the person. Now, so the money is not to encourage remaining in poverty. That's why work inclusion or school inclusion were added. They call it work inclusion. Work inclusion. If you are a beneficiary of this program, you'll be called one day by the office of what do you call it? Centro per l'impiego. You'll be called one day office for work. Those people responsible for work. Now you'll be called one day by them, Centro per l'impiego. By Centro per l'impiego in your state, in your city, in your municipality, in your commune. You'll be called one day that, hey, brother, sister, we are calling you in regard to the Reddito di cittadinanza. And then we discover that according to the Codice Fiscale in your family unit, that you are not working or your wife is not working, thereabouts, you need to come because you signed the work inclusion while you were filling this program, and then the program will be accepted, but the work inclusion is none for you to engage yourself. Now you'll be given an option to either working and training. That is called working and training. Working, that is, it is called like Torocino. That is learning a trade, learning something, learning another work like a mechanic. The way mechanic do learn how to repair car if you don't go to school. Or you can also choose to school. You can choose to go to school and run a program in a school. Go to one of these courses, professional courses, and at the end, like maybe you are going to technical school and thereabouts, and at the end, your benefits, it therefore means that. But you have all that permission. If you are having difficulty in your health, if you are having difficulty, maybe you are having baby that you are taking care of under age, or maybe there is disability, you are disabled and thereabouts. A lot of things can exclude you from the work inclusion. It is called work inclusion, and there are a lot of things that can exclude you from the work inclusion. So don't be surprised whenever Comune called you or Centro per l'impiego member of, we just titled them as Comune. The call is actually coming from the office of the Centro per l'impiego, people who are in charge of work, the center of work. Now, we call it, I think the center of craftiness or thereabouts, craftiness. I don't know, I cannot cut my tongue. So a lot of calls, whenever you receive call from that particular department, for you to come and take the obligation you signed while you were applying for this yellow card, don't hesitate to go, because failure not to answer the call can lead to the termination of the yellow card. Failure to reject, to ignore the call will lead to the termination of the yellow card. It will just be summarized that this person is not ready or to go out of poverty, and this program is not for lazy men. So failure to accept the call is automatic rejection or blockage of the program that you are benefiting from, because the call comes after they have been certified that you are benefiting from this program. But there are a lot of reasons why you cannot take the call. If you have good reason, they will give you a form for exceptional form to fill, and you fill it and sign it and mark the reason why you cannot take that particular work inclusion, and then all will be well with you. Your program of Reddito di cittadinanza will still be on. Meanwhile, we have said a lot of things. I think based on this little information we have given, we are good to go. Once again, we want to thank you for joining us on Diaspora Facts. And before the end of today, we will still be coming with another message. If time permits us, we'll still be coming with another message, because right now, the message is they are preparing it where I'm giving this. If time permits us, if the preparation is done, we'll be coming again. But meanwhile, if you haven't registered for your yellow card, I think it is time for you to do that and register for the yellow card. But before we go, I want to quickly touch our brother that actually asked a question that what are the requirements for the yellow card? We can only tell you the requirement, but we are not the person to approve your application. So what I'm trying to say is this: give your requirements. We give you your requirements, what you need to have and what will make you qualify for the program, but we will not be the one to approve your program. So if your program is approved, maybe you feel like you don't have the requirements necessary, the program is approved for you. To God be the glory. So, but meanwhile, these are the things that you must sign whenever you are applying for the program. What are the requirements of the program? The very first thing to take into cognizance before you can enter into this program, you can be accepted or apply for this program, is your ISE, because that is the very first priority. Now, these requirements were slated under percentage by percentage. 50% of, let's say the total requirement now is equal to 100%. 50% go to ISE. If your ISE merits your application, if your ISE falls within that application, then your requirements, then you are good to go. But it is not only ISE that is the requirement, but the very first thing is your ISE. You understand? Then you must be an adult. Being an adult in Italy therefore means that you must have crossed 18 years and above, because below 18 years, you are expected to be under your parents or adoption. Now, you must be an adult, but this percentage of an adult of 18 is just minimal. The next one is that you must have a permit, resident permit of minimum of permesso di soggiorno di tempo EU tempo lungo, permesso di soggiorno di EU tempo lungo soggiornati. That is, which every one of us, I think that is the right name, permesso di soggiorno the EU UE tempo lungo soggiornati. That is the real name. But most of us, we know it as Carta di Soggiorno. You must have a permesso di soggiorno of at least the tempo lungo EU soggiornati. That is Carta di Soggiorno. And or you must have passport in any of the EU countries, or you must have passport in Italy. These are the three benefits. Any person with these three requirements is a benefit to apply for it, is the requirement to apply for it. But we have actually seen a lot of people without this and they apply for it. We are not here to talk about that because we are not the one signing the approval. So, but the requirement according to IMSS is that you must possess one of these three documents. And you must have resided in Italy of not less than 10 years. You must have resided in Italy of not less than 10 years. That you must have residence in Italy of not less than 10 years. Now, a lot of persons are not having this. To God be the glory. You must have ISE of not more than 9,360 euros. ISE of not more than 9,360 euros. Yes. Yes, that is that. And to every member of family added to the family, every member added to the family is you must have ISE of not more than 7,360 euro. 7,360 euro. And to every adult family, there will be an additional ISE of 2,000 euro for every adult family in the family unit, of a maximum ISE of 10,000 euro. So that is that. You must not have an asset, movable assets, an estate. When we talk about movable asset like a house, more than 30,000 euro, excluding your living house. If you have an apartment that you bought and the apartment worth 120,000 euro is not a problem because it's your living house. But if you have more than that outside, apart from your living house, you now have another asset that you are not living with, you are not living in, and it's just 30,000 euros. If it is more than 30,000 euro, you are automatically disqualified because with that, it is assumed that you are not a poor man. So there are other benefits about pleasure boats. You must not, I'm trying to get these things from the old video we did. You must not have a pleasure boat, which most of us will not have flying boats, pleasure boats. Because anybody with pleasure boats is not poor. I think there's other cars, the amount of ton of cars that you can have. The cars are rated. You can have a car, but not more than the engine, some rate of engine power. The engine power of your car determines how many, whether you qualify or not. These are some of the requirements to qualify for this Reddito cittadinanza. Meanwhile, for those of us who join us today, we want to thank you for joining us. Next time, whenever we are coming online like this, if you want to contribute to the program, you can call the number displaying on your phone. Please WhatsApp, sorry, not call. You can send a voice message or a text message via WhatsApp. Then we will listen to your message and read your message, and then we will answer it if it is necessary to answer. If we cannot give you the answer, we will contact you directly after we must have found out the answer to give. Thank you very much again for watching Diaspora Facts, and I want to leave you with this, that if you have not subscribed to the channel, please try as much as possible to subscribe to the channel. And whenever we are live, if you feel that there's a necessity for you to share our broadcast, please try as much as possible to share the broadcast. Thank you very much once again, and enjoy your program of Reddito cittadinanza. Feel free to contact us privately, even when we are not online. If you want to contact us privately, the number to contact is displaying right now on your screen. It is displaying right now on your screen, and it is 380-2019-330. I think we will give you what you need. My name remains Chris Pedro, and I'm always your host on this program, Diaspora Facts. Thank you very much for joining us today. Have a wonderful day. Ciao.